So do you want to know how to really set your dental office apart from everybody else? In the modern age, the patient experience and the service really matter, and it's not just about the dentistry anymore. So I want to share with you on today's video 5 tips to make the patient experience amazing. That'll keep patients coming back and it'll keep them referring other patients to your office. The first tip I want to give you is that work on doing as pain-free or painless of an injection as possible. So from what I'm aware of, you can't really advertise that your office is completely pain-free or painless, but you can work really hard to make it as comfortable for the patient as possible. And to do that, you can do many different things. You can dry the tissue properly before applying the topical and really let the topical go to work. You can use the right needle to make it the smallest or shortest needle possible for that treatment. And one of the big tips is warming the anesthetic so that it's going in as the same body temperature as that person, because then it's a lot more comfortable for the patient. So if you're able to give them as minimal, ideally a pain-free or painless injection, they will remember that, they will talk about it, and they will tell other people, because that's not always the case. And it really does surprise people. The second thing I want to talk to you about is shaded glasses. You ever turn the light towards the patient and look in their mouth and they squint or they close their eyes? It's because that light is very, very strong. It's in their eyes. And so you really want to have them wear the shaded glasses, ideally. One, obviously eye protection, very important, but also just make the patient a lot more comfortable. One of the things that we do in our office that's really important as well is we don't leave patients alone in the operatory. So we always make sure that patients are accompanied. There's always someone with them to speak to them, to make them feel comfortable. Because when someone's just sitting there waiting, it really isn't fun. And their mind starts going places. You'd much rather have someone there to communicate with them and to talk to them. So we have a rule in our office that patients really shouldn't be left alone. And if they are left alone, we should tell them exactly where we're going or what we're doing and how soon we'll be back. So there's not really a mystery there for the patient. The next thing I want to talk to you about is fast lab turnaround. We work really hard in our offices to get the lab cases back as fast as possible, ideally within a week. There's many different ways to do this. If you work with a local lab, they can even pick it up and drop it off. You can use faster shipping. In today's day and age, you can even scan the case so it gets there immediately, which is awesome. But you want to get that lab turnaround as fast as possible so patients aren't in their temporaries for too long. And the last thing that I want to mention, point number 5, is in most offices these days, there's TVs in front of the patients. They're either in the ceiling or they're in front of the patient, these nice big flat screen TVs. And please don't play the news or something else on that. The news can be quite down in terms of how it makes someone feel. There's a lot of bad news on it. Either you can play something much more, enjoyable, like a home and garden channel, even a cooking channel. You're helping people eat, so maybe the cooking channel is not a bad idea. Or you could even put your own testimonials and really create your own TV channel by hooking the TV up to the internet. You can put patient testimonials, you can put educational videos. You can just do fun videos of what you do in the office. So those are both great ideas, but definitely I wouldn't put the news on because it's just going to bring the patient down and it's going to bring you down. So that's my tip for this week. If you want to see other tips, we have a whole lot of them here at MGE. Just hit the subscribe button right below and you'll start seeing them.